The title thumbnail is something to do with trans kids. It's like, it's not like a very serious like platform, dude.
Oh, guess who's here? Terry, the little bunny bear.
Hi.
Hi, Terry.
Hi. Thanks.
He's just so adorable in that picture.
Yeah, my little astronaut suit.
He's just so adorable. Gonna pet your
Yeah. If you get mad at me, just remember this is my face. This is who you're mad at.
All right, I'm out of here, guys, because she's here.
The great one, the only Sandman. All kneel before the Sandman.
No thanks.
Hi, Sandman.
Hey guys. just here in my room.
Are you there, Sandman?
What you doing, Sandman? You watching some TV?
Sorry about last night, Sandman. About Dustin. He's just a crazy nut who needs help. Like,
I think Sandman is muted and doesn't realize, or his mic's not hooked up yet.
See? Are you there, Sandman? Well, a lot of times he have
He's configuring his voice mod application that makes his voice all deep. It takes him a second to get it running.
Wouldn't it be wild if Sandman is actually like T-cell trolling?
Now, what if Sandman sounded exactly like Logan without the
voice mod?
That would be so
Sandman is Logan this whole time. There's a documentary that gets released, and it's like I infiltrated a bunch of like alt-right religious people.
Are you there, Sandman?
This puppy came over and cuddled me when I laid down.
Alt-right.
Hi, buddy. Here, baby boy.
You know, when he came on,
would consider you alt-right,
people start watching. The Great Sandman.
Is that even a term anyone uses anymore? Alt-right?
Am I alt-right?
Terry's definitely classic alt-right.
Yeah, I probably am. Because, you know, I could pass for a hipster, but then we start talking about, like, economics, and then I'm off the party.
Yeah. And the next thing you know, you're playing that Spurred guy's videos on your channel.
Yeah. Did you guys like his video?
I mean, I think he's got some points, but he's also kind of being a victim himself.
Yeah, he got some anger issues.
Well, but that one video where he's talking about donating to Shiloh, he's like practically crying the whole time. It's really kind of sad. But I think that's why it works, because he's got the whole he's got a little bit of a victim mentality himself. So if people call him out for it, everyone's just going to be like, yeah, you guys have a victim mentality too, so pot, meet, kettle.
Is it working?
Now we can hear you.
I don't know why my settings disconnected from the...
I don't know idea.
Okay. How you doing, little buddy?
Sorry
Did you manage to get your voice filter going, Sandman?
Yeah, it was, you have to put it on the right...
So you can make another coffee video and talk about stuff being creamy?
Exactly. I'm drinking one right now.
Well, I need to sorry about last night,
About what?
Sammy.
What's wrong, bro?
About Dustin. He made you mad enough to...
I'm not mad.
Is Dustin okay?
We're all
He's
praying
alright,
for Dustin.
Yeah, let's pray for Dustin right
just
now.
Went crazy.
Go for it, Terry.
Oh, I already started. I was praying in silence.
It's just like, I just wanted to say it.
Oh, Sammy. Yeah, it was crazy. He just went off on you. Sorry about that.
Oh, why are you sorry?
Yeah, Logan, you gotta stop apologizing for other people. We all know that your channel's kind of a free-for-all, and it's not really your fault.
Oh, thank you.
I'm hurt by something that happened here.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm incredibly hurt by Terry being a Jewish vampire.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm not a Jewish vampire. Not yet.
I understand you, Jess.
Listen.
The only way to take Terry out is to soak gold coins in garlic and throw them on the ground.
No, well, I mean, the garlic is just gonna,
just burn.
Yeah, I can always wash it off.
That's true.
It's definitely
You really
gold.
need holy water and
I
a
can wear
cross.
gloves.
Yeah.
Or I can get one of the human
Sandman.
servants to do it.
Yeah.
What you been doing there, little guy? About your TV?
Mm-hmm. How'd you know?
My puppy is being so cute
Oh,
right now.
Daniel was here. He said he misses
How's he doing?
you.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's doing all right. He said he used to cross-dress in school.
Oh,
Yeah.
him too? Cross-dresser?
Well, it really takes some balls to be a cross-dresser, though.
With a cup of coffee in his hand.
Did he wear his cross to school?
Yeah.
So that means, like, I have competition? Like, there's 2 cross-dressers now?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
come
my
on.
He was.
cross now too.
If he starts boxing, you're really going to be in trouble.
Next thing you know, there'll be a third, right? This whole
Yeah.
channel will be cross-dressers.
It'll be a 3-way match between you, Dustin, and Daniel.
That is crazy.
Sandman. Do they have Little Caesars where you
No.
live?
No, we killed Little Caesar.
Those
Do they have
chemicals
pizza?
are illegal in Canada. The chemicals they put in Little Caesars pizza.
Exactly. It's kind of banned.
It's offensive.
Yeah, I
Did you
don't
know
like
that
that.
you go to Costco and you'll find how many products that they sell that are actually banned in Europe because of the chemicals that they put in it?
Yeah.
Like preservatives and all that?
Did you know that Subway bread has yoga mat foam in it?
What?
Yeah.
The bread at Subway has yoga mat foam in it.
Oh, come on. Even though I don't go to Subway. I mean, I do everything
How
myself.
about the foot-long cookies? Because I want to try one of those.
I make my own cake. I made my own cake the other day. I made a cake.
But was it a foot long though?
It wasn't a foot long. It was like round. Like
How big was it? 9.5.
Terry, I feel like it's like an Andy Kaufman skit.
It was a 9-inch.
I could see that.
9-inch.
9 inches.
9 inches of pure
It only goes up to 9 inches in Canada.
chocolate fudge cake.
I like cake too. Yeah, that's good.
But are you the type of person like their cake?
Well, what am I going to do with
it?
Has anyone here ever eaten a crumble cookie?
I had a bite of one once and I was grossed
Are they
out.
good or are they garbage?
I think it depends on you. They have a big
They're
following,
good,
but I didn't
Jess.
like it.
Yeah.
I found the
They're good.
texture to be like, it just didn't seem cooked.
You know what I would like
That's
to see?
what we're going for.
I would like to see a place that does cookies and coffee. And like you get like a little cookie that goes perfectly with a certain coffee and you just have to buy the pair.
We used to do that when I was a barista. We'd have to do pairings and we'd have to get a pastry out to go with a specific coffee.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this Kenya goes amazingly with this berry tart.
Oh, Sammy.
Yeah. I'm here.
Is it true you're only 21?
Yeah, I'm 23 and a half.
They only want you when you're 17. When you're 20,
What?
you're no
Sammy,
fun.
I have a
Terry's
question.
on the list.
What would you do if Clay found out where you live, your name, your address, your parents, your grandparents?
Sandman, what would you do if Clay logged on and he had a picture of your house as his background?
Yeah, that'd be freaky.
Yeah. He got a picture of you when you're a little kid.
Oh, stop whining.
And
Sorry, I was talking to the pup. He's being a big baby about me.
Yeah, and
I would have
what would
to
you
move.
do? And he got a picture of you right now and where you're at right now, and millions of different pictures.
That'd be crazy, huh? That would be.
What would you
I
do
can imagine
if Clay came onto your live stream and started talking about the tiny hat
The
and
tiny
blaming
what?
them for everything that goes wrong in the world?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
What would you do though?
not much. I would just listen.
You would just be like, it's fine. But what if they came for you, the tiny hats?
The tiny hat. Well, I'd have to kick them out.
The
Dang.
tiny hats.
Yeah.
Clay, I don't want to say, but he says problematic things on my stream sometime about a certain demographic.
I know he does.
I try to push back a little, but that just makes him go more. Clay.
I don't actually endorse any of that, but I just roll with it. He's ridiculous. He's just doing it to get a rise out of you. He doesn't really feel that way.
Okay.
He doesn't actually believe any of that.
Well, I don't know. When somebody keeps going, like, I think maybe they know a lot about it, so it's because they're interested.
Did you hear about how many people want to sleep with Clay?
Oh, no.
In this stream?
Okay. Press 1 in the chat.
Dustin gets to be the first one in line for that, though.
Press 2 if you don't want to sleep with Clay. We'll do a poll.
Okay.
What do you think, Gangster?
I feel like he's probably in the upper 50% of guys that hang out on this channel.
Who's the other guys?
Well, I mean, just like some of the dudes that are on here are kind of like, I'm married, so I'm not talking about me, but like some of the dudes on here are kind of like, no one's knocking Bruce's door down. Let's be honest.
What about Aiden?
I don't know. Aiden seems like he would be a furry.
What about
like a cool furry, like one you would actually be
Aiden's
friends
more
with?
of a like pretentious theater kid than a furry.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think he would wear
He'd just start going, "It's a hard knock life." Like, he'd just be like.
He seems like too serious to like wear a tail in public. It seems like he's not the kind of guy that would do that because he's got
I feel like
too much
Aiden.
social acumen.
I feel like Aiden eats kale chips.
Zealotston, how would you describe Zealotston?
Yeah,
I think probably
David.
Guy.
I don't understand why David doesn't have a girlfriend.
I
so,
know.
Like, David's
serious.
one of those ones where he's like
he
a
has
good
a fiance.
guy. He's not ugly.
He's good looking. He's funny.
He's really not. He's nice to people when he's not stirring crap with people.
Yeah.
I like David.
And he's smart enough to troll.
And he'd probably be a good dad and a good husband and stuff too. He seems like he would be. So I don't understand
why we
just
be praying for our brother Zidane that God will bring to him a wife.
Yeah, I've done prayers for David during my evening prayers with my family before.
But he makes everything perfect in his own time.
Yeah. How you doing, Terry? How's your health?
My health is okay. It's not great.
Right. You need more pork in your diet.
Hope you're all right.
I'm trying.
Are you feeling okay?
Like in general, or
in general.
In general, I feel okay. I do have issues with my body, but I did do some nice stretches earlier, which was nice. Okay. And I'll probably do a little bit more like movement, some resistance training in a bit, so that'll be good. And I'm making a nice home cooked meal tonight, so that'll help.
Okay. What about Azo?
Azo? I don't know what he looks like.
Azo.
He gets all.
Azo kind of has like a teddy bear vibe, I think. Right?
Okay.
Right, Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like a lovable dad bod guy with a beard.
Can I just
Yeah.
chime in that nobody pressed 1 to sleep with Clay in the chat?
Wait, you're saying what?
In the chat, I said press 1 if you want to sleep with Clay, and nobody did.
Maybe if you put on some lipstick and then
Oh, geez.
showed everyone.
Well, Clay's married though. Clay's married to a Filipino, and no one wants to get stabbed.
That's true.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
probably an inappropriate question, but it was
Yeah.
more just about someone's level of like,
Let's be
attractiveness.
honest, Terry. You were asking the guys anyway.
Are they all guys? I don't know. They're all guys.
Yeah, I definitely think that not Stephanie is not gonna want to, and I don't know if there's any other girls in the chat besides Pixie.
Is Pixie here?
I don't know if
Is
she is.
Bubblegum, is that a guy? That's kind of a girly name.
Bubblegum is, well, it depends on if you're looking at Logan's renditions of Bubblegum or not. If it's Logan, it kind of looks like a girl. I don't know. Looks like a girl in a wife beater with a masculine face.
He's a bit butch, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what Logan's into when it comes to Bubblegum.
Down.
I'm trying to think of who else we could talk about. Well, see, Pike's off the table, right? Because Pike's like super married and he's got like 1 million kids, so you can't talk about Pike like that. Yeah. Pike's probably the most charming person on here, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Sandman. Brother Brike's going to do a teaching about holy tradition. He got the idea from
cool.
You got the idea from you?
You, from Sandy.
Me? But he has no idea what traditions are. How could he teach about it?
Oh my gosh. Oh, Sandman, you know what he told me last night? I asked him who was in the fiery furnace with the 3 youths, and he said it was the Holy Spirit.
Well, okay.
Not Saint Michael and not Jesus, but the Holy Spirit.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna pop out. It was nice to pop in, but
it's good to hear from you, Terry. Are you streaming later?
Probably not tonight. No.
I might do some reaction stuff later if I get bored, so you could always hop on with me.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. I always like your reactions.
All right.
Well, I'll look for it. Take care, guys. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye, Terry.
Terry Bowie.
Right.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Sandman? Like, I don't even know how you. First of all, the Holy Spirit's only visible the one time, yeah.
Well, if the Holy Spirit is visible,
isn't the Holy Spirit only visible the one time when it descends?
One time when, right, exactly.
Right. So that's the only time that it was visible.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Insinuating that the Holy Spirit would be in the furnace with the youths just seems crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a different theology, right? So you have to expect like stuff that you will hear and say,
Yeah.
It's only normal.
Well, yeah, but just determinism in general doesn't really work with traditional theology.
Yeah. And to teach on traditions, I mean, you would have to know about traditions. And so my question is, how are you going to teach traditions when you don't even know what the traditions are? Because you don't belong to the church. You have to belong to the church to know what the traditions are. That's my opinion.
I mean, that's pretty true.
Mm-hmm.
Zedon's here.
Oh, hey, everybody.
What's up, buddy?
Bro? Not much, man. Don't let me interrupt the tradition talk.
Tradition. So Zedon,
you know my show.
For what I was talking about.
You guys, You guys know my joke. The Orthodox are the Goldilocks of tradition. Brother Pike's like, no, we don't do tradition, and us Catholics, we just keep on changing it, and you guys are like, our tradition's just right.
Zidane, have you ever baked a cake?
Have I what? Sorry?
Have you ever baked a cake?
I have, actually. I'm actually a pretty good baker.
No. Really?
What makes you ask?
I was just wondering.
Zidane, Daniel said he
was bacon. I enjoy. What's up, gangster? Sorry.
Sorry about that. Daniel said he was just joking that night. He's not mad at you.
Oh, good. Nice.
Why?
Sorry, go ahead.
Why would he be upset?
I wasn't sure. When you're Zidane, you never know, Sandy. Some people, I rub people the wrong way. Some people I rub the right way, like Johnny Gill, but some people I rub the wrong way.
Like Jess.
But I think it's only normal because we all have a slight different theology. But, if we're going to talk, stuff concerning theology, then, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of, rubbing the wrong way, I would imagine, here and there,
Yeah, I think my being from Boston adds a little bit to it. That's kind of just our attitude, and some people think we're being angry or something.
I like Boston. Actually, I was around the Harvard area, on the other side of the river.
Yeah. It's nice over there. Other than a little bit of a homeless problem, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I don't know how it is now, but and then coming back, there's this road in front of a park, and it's like
Concord Street. I used to work right off there, brother. Yeah, at a school, Catholic school, actually. Okay. Cool little fact. You might not care, Sam, but you're a Canadian, but George Washington hung out there with the Continental Army before, like, in 1775, like, before the war started.
Really?
Yeah, that was their, like, little base where they'd set up tents and stuff.
So they do have a place where there's monuments and stuff. Are you talking about that place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, there is some in the park. There's a couple statues in the park and stuff.
Yeah, I saw them. I got pictures of that somewhere.
I was going to ask you if
you broke.
Yeah, one thing Boston is very photo. I was going to ask you if you pictures.
Yeah, and Little Italy's like by the water.
Yeah, did you go over there? The Italian food's legit, Sandman.
Yeah, we were there too. We also took a tour. Me and my ex, and yeah, it was nice.
Oh man, she lucked out. You spoiled her bringing her to Boston.
Sandman. Is it true you get all the ladies? Just like Jess used to do?
No, but I don't want all the ladies. You shouldn't want all the ladies. I mean,
here's a question for you, Sandman. I don't know if you're looking for marriage or stuff. Hypothetically speaking, a guy like you, like in your situation, say you're like 25-year-old Orthodox guy. I'd imagine you'd want an Orthodox lady, but so like, where would you go find them? I saw an Orthodox guy walking down the street because he had a Orthodox cross on, but there.
Oh, that's true. I mean, community parties, get-togethers, even in church. If you can be social and talk to people. I think we spoke about this, but also the church has events, and where else? I mean, you're not going to meet them. You know, where are you going to meet them?
No, that's what I was
Even
asking. I'm not
Catholics,
sure I've
like, where are
ever.
you going to meet
I'm
them?
not sure I've ever met an Orthodox woman. Just like stumbled across one, you know.
Sure, but I'm sure you haven't met a Catholic either who's like a practicing Catholic.
Correct. Correct. Keyword practicing. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, baptized Catholic? Yeah, but are you practicing? That's the question.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but you know what? You're better off waiting it out to run into one
Amen.
than running into anything and just taking anything and try to make it a go of it. I've done that a few times and that doesn't work. People don't really
Yeah.
change. You know.
Correct. Yeah, I'm with you.
But David, you're lucky being Catholic though, because you guys are more saturated, so you could probably hop from church to church and maybe meet somebody that way. Not that you want to make a habit of
But
that all the time.
yeah, I could find a baptized Catholic
Huh?
though, and hopefully inform her of the truth or revivify her faith. You know.
Yeah.
I walked in.
Same
Yeah.
man.
We're
This guy
probably
right
going to a
here.
lot of inter-church events and stuff, and like going to fish fries and different things like that. That'd probably be a good way to meet a Catholic woman.
Yeah, and I
Same man.
also just thought.
This guy right,
Go ahead, Gangster.
sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt. Same man. This guy's you. That's your picture you down. Running from a
Yeah.
priest, Orthodox priest who's mad at you.
Uh-oh. Why is he mad at me? What did I do to him? I mean,
What
is he
you
pissed
say?
off because I put a video about him?
Yeah. And this is Tim running from a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Look at scary Tim.
The demon is coming.
This is the bubblegum video he's not I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the bubblegum video.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another bubblegum video.
So who is Bubblegum?
That's a guy who comes on here. He's in the comms a lot. Dark Thranes.
Have you ever... Oh, I think we've seen him once, where he's got like curly hair, a little darker.
This guy right there.
He looks a bit Caribbean.
Yeah.
Caribbean queen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Look at this, a baby Batman. That's all on hip now today. The baby Batman. No,
Is that baby Bruce?
Batman, not Bruce Wayne, but look, Batman.
Oh, that looks like Bruce when he was younger.
Here's Gangster Aiden. He's a gangster. Here's Aiden Ham Lincoln. Here's Aiden and Evil AJ cooking. And here's
Great.
Lupin, the man dude.
Wow. Crazy. And where are you? Where are you?
Right here.
Where's your shots?
That's me right here.
No, that's not you right there.
Yeah, I'm Ghost Guy.
You're not a demon.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I don't know. Oh, here's Bird Pike running from a monster. Oh, I'm
Maybe he's
right
running from
here.
the Holy Spirit.
Here's me right here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, got it. Nice picture.
Yeah, here's Gangster Daniel. He's your boy MPP.
Yeah.
Really?
He's probably working now, huh?
I think he left a little bit ago. I think he's doing a prayer video, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Are you there, Jess?
I'm here.
Oh.
What's up?
Zidane is still here.
He says he has no service.
We got to get David hitched. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Even though he picks on me a little.
He should marry. Sandman, is it true you have sister?
I just want who? Yeah. But Sandman wouldn't want Zidane to marry his sister if he's Orthodox, like real Orthodox. So, but I would say, David, if you're listening, man, like keep holding out for a pious woman because you're obviously like pious yourself. Don't settle.
So I walked into the bank the other day, Jess, and the receptionist, she looks at me with a big smile. She goes, "Hi." She goes, "Do you have an appointment?" I said, "No, I'm actually here to ask you out for supper." And she's like, "Oh, okay." I said, "No, I'm serious. You down?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm serious." I said, "I'm only joking." I said, I'm here to sign some documents." I said. And then she starts talking to me later, and she says, "Yeah, haven't I seen you at the other branch?" And I said, "Yeah, you look kind of familiar." And she kept like hung around, and then I started talking with her, and she turns out to be Orthodox.
How unorthodox?
And I'm like, look at that. But she got into a whole story about how she's going to be divorcing soon, and
she's divorced.
She's going to get divorced soon.
Ooh, yeah. Somebody talking to you like that, and they're not even divorced yet. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't be interested now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but she was. We spoke on some religious points. She's like, "Wow."
Yeah.
She goes, "It's like you're like my messenger that I needed today." And I said, "Well, don't worry. I mean, stuff happens. It's because she's getting cheated on. That's why she's breaking up."
Well, so infidelity is a reason you can. So
exactly. So I said, "You don't have to worry. I mean, because I asked her. I said, "Are you religious? Do you believe in God?" She goes, "Yeah, a lot." Oh, wow. Okay. And we just talk. I think we were talking like 15 minutes. From a joke, it went into like a big conversation. But I do that a lot. Like everywhere I go, like when I'm with my sister and we go into stores, all of a sudden I'm talking to the ladies in the boutique. I'm talking to my sister's like, "Would you stop flirting?" And I'm like, "I'm not flirting. I'm just talking." I'm talking to the girls.
I'm the same way. I like to be silly and joke around.
Exactly. But the funny thing is, they're serious. Like the ones that like you, they're all waiting for that next move. Like, "Hey, give me your number. You seem pretty cool. We should hang someday." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I met my wife at a grocery store.
Was that?
Did you?
Yeah.
She was like, "You're buying all that? Were you buying me groceries?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's Filipino, so she needs a lot of groceries to cook all that food.
Yeah. But she was
I
just like, "Do you have
probably
kids or anything?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Are you single?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she just like came home with me.
You see?
Really?
Well, yeah.
No.
But truth be told, Clay, I mean, you're irresistible. So I mean,
Clay, does she really enjoy that you can like catch all this meat and fish and stuff?
Yeah, and it's so funny because she'll be bragging to her friends and like relatives at home, and she's like, the concept of like wild game to them is so insane. Where she's like, nobody owns these deer. You could just get them. All you need is a like $15 tag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, like.
But
they don't really have wild stuff there. It's mostly like, domestic or feral, like pigs and stuff and chickens.
Yeah. But what's really crazy is like women from other countries and stuff. Like there are a lot of them that can really respect a country boy that can hunt his own meat and stuff. Whereas like there's girls here that like that too, but like There's so many liberal women there. Like, that's mean, even though they buy meat at the grocery store.
Well, they love it because it's like similar to them. Like for example, I had a bunch of chickens and livestock, like poultry, and she's like, "Oh, my dad like also raised chickens and like
you remind me of my dad. I want to marry
you." Yeah. What's weird about me though is I'm not really a country boy. Like now I am, but I
know you're not
grew up
really
in the city, you know.
Yeah.
So I've lived in both extremes, like right in the city where everything's happening, and then also in the middle of nowhere. And I like the middle of nowhere better.
But did you tell her you were in the past you were a player?
No, but I never really was a player. Like I screwed around, but so does like everybody.
Does Clay ever seem
my
like
age
he was
group.
a player, Sandman? Really?
In that big truck of his?
I was playing her, and then.
Exactly. No, I'm only joking.
Everybody thinks about it though. Like when you hook up with someone or go on a date, like you never get the thought, like maybe I should never talk to them again. You know?
Yeah.
That crossed my mind with her, but like basically like every relationship I've ever had, there's always been a point where I'm like, should I just quit talking to this person and ghost them? Like, do I want to get deeper or not?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying you struggle with that? Like you think about just...
Not now, because I'm married, so I don't, not anymore. But like, when I was dating, it's like there's always like a point where there's a crossroad where you're like, do I want to let this person into my life more, or do I want to just never talk to them again?
Right.
It's like there's like milestones with dating to me, and like one is like introducing them to your family. You know, letting them hang out with your friends or hanging out with their friends and stuff like that.
Are her friends cool?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were you totally?
My wife was like the first woman that didn't freak me out when she was like reciprocal, was like liking me back or whatever. So I married her.
Did you like fully fall in love with her? Like, were you like head over heels over her?
Who, me or him or Jess?
Both of you.
I wasn't at first. I was like, I'll see where this goes. So it wasn't like, but I had also like had a first love that I did that with, like, you know. So I was like, once you have a first love and like a first heartbreak, you try to not do that ever again.
Yeah,
so that feeling never came back. That similar like first time feeling never came back again with other women.
What? Who, me? You talking to?
Well, that initial infatuation stuff, like that's not really love, you know.
Not that kind of. I mean, a different type of infatuation, like over the actual person, the character, and how she makes you feel, like how she talks, and how you just the attraction of just the overall how the person is. You know, like you're not 18 anymore or 16 to be like totally infatuated and blinded by emotion, but rather the person.
Having kids makes you feel like you love someone extra, like more.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's a weird one. And then also marriage, because it's like marriage, like what is marriage today? It's like essentially you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to be liable for so much to lose, and you're not going to gain anything except like a title.
Right.
So
well,
like
that's
those
also
two things.
Thanks to feminism. Like it's like marriage has kind of been made a mockery.
It's not even that it's made a mockery, but it's like as a man in America, like if you get divorced, you're the one who's going to suffer and like lose a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why a lot of guys aren't getting married these days. Like it's kind of crazy. Have you ever heard the term MGTOW? Like men
I still
go
think
their
it's a
own
good
way.
thing. That's like one of the things I'm like most proud about is that like my kid was conceived after I was married.
Yeah.
That a lot of like my friends and stuff can't say, and I don't flex it on them, but it's just like in the back of my mind that, you know,
Yeah.
the kid will never wonder like, oh, are my parents only married because like my mom got pregnant and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. What was the question again, Sandman?
Like, you know, you meet someone, they're good looking, or I don't know, to you anyways, and you're like, I am attracted. But then you kind of, the more you date, the more you become like, wow, like, you know, just.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way. I mean, like when I first saw my wife, something just told me it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
the reason why I'm asking is because a lot of guys date girls, they just get accustomed to them, and then they're like, yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, I think with her, like she just wasn't a hassle like a lot of other people I knew. Like she's just kind of very different from most people I've known. And I like that about her a lot. And she was also just very upfront right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very cliche, but you should marry a girl because she's like your best friend, you know? Is what I think.
I don't know about the best friend thing, but I definitely think like shared values and them, I don't know, like because me and her are very different from each other. Like we're almost opposites, but it just works.
Yeah.
Right.
Why, Sandman? Are you thinking the chick you're talking to might be the one?
Oh no, the one that I spoke to at the bank. No, I just went in there and just said what I wanted to say to her as a joke, and I didn't expect anything except a little, like a little smile back and nothing else because I was joking. But she's like, yeah, and then I'm like, well, I'm only joking, and she's like, I said, no, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I said I'm serious, and she's like, yeah, so am I. And I'm like, okay, now I was only joking.
Yeah.
But hey, that was kind of funny, I found.
Hi, everybody. Guess who's here?
Who's here? I can't see. I don't have my other window open.
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck?
Home for infinite losers.
Oh, no. Time for me to leave.
Yeah.
Holy Sandman, we miss you. What? I didn't know he was really going to leave.
The Dustman is the superior Sandman.
What if Sandman is actually Dustin with a voice changer?
That's a good possibility.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, how do you know
That's why, like, every time he joins,
Sandman's pretty articulate.
That's because I have Sandman fisted clear up to the shoulder. Never mind.
How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm just enjoying the day.
Is it nice where you're at? Like weather-wise?
Actually, it is really nice. It's a nice day.
It is here, too. 78 degrees, sunny. It's been raining all week.
Yeah, it's been raining a lot. It let up today, though.
It's 73 here. It's a little chillier because I'm by the water. But,
yep.
Dustin, what you been doing all day
long?
I'm just watching some TV.
Yeah, I'm watching TV.
Herman.
Yeah, Dustin, what would you do if Clay find out where you live? Who's your grandparents, great grandparents, and find out a baby picture as you as a kid?
He wouldn't find anything. my family on my father's side, except for like the last two well, my family on my father's side was like, except for like the last two generations, totally milquetoast. And my mother, well, if you found anything, I'd be surprised. But if you did find things, it wouldn't be good. But whatever, who cares?
What if I joined and I was just like, I know your great-great-grandpa was this person?
I couldn't care less. I mean,
Dustin,
it might
you
be
just made it sound like your
that's
mom just lives on train cars.
Like, why would that matter though? Like, what is the utility in that?
I don't know.
Clay?
This is a Gigi question. I'm just going
Gigi's
with it.
asking
I don't know
you
where
that.
Clay, you do this kind of thing to everybody though, dude.
No, I don't. I didn't do anything. I was just running with it.
Ryan piece of you gaslighting mother.
I'm not gaslighting. Logan just said, "What would you do if Clay found out who your great-great-grandpa was?"
We didn't ask Logan to ask you that.
Bro, you spend all day looking on the internet trying to find stuff out about people. I guarantee it.
I spend all day driving a truck.
Oh my gosh. But Daniel already.
And then I joined these to like talk to people.
Probably has all your details because you gave him those court document details. So Clay probably knows all that already. So who cares?
There's nothing. You're not gonna find anything. Like, I've been the victim way more times than I've been the perpetrator, but I probably have more assault charges than this group combined.
Well, considering like I don't have any, probably.
Yeah, I have a lot of assault charges.
I have 0.
But I've beaten I have 0 convictions on assault, but I have a shit ton of assault charges. They didn't go anywhere. Like the cops, like they booked me, they released me, they never charged me, right? Yeah, like most of the time. There was one time I had to go to the courtroom, but the other guy dropped the charges.
Clay, what if
Sandman? I think has you beat.
What if we got Dustin to help us do like a Dads Against Predators thing?
It would be fun.
That right?
And it would
like
be content.
Dustin and Clay, you'd be like Batman and Robin.
We're talking about getting this thing together where we do like sting ops to like and pose as children to like lure predators in to like a public place and then exposing them.
You're gonna be Timu Chris Hansen?
Kind of, but it's gonna be with a twist.
What's the twist?
Well,
his nipples?
The best part about it is because they're the pedophiles. Like they typically aren't going to report you because they're scared it's going to come back on them.
Yeah.
So even if you do beat them up, your likelihood of getting an assault charge is pretty low.
Them pressing charges, very low. Getting an assault charge and having the state pick it up, moderate.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are. Like, if you're in Washington State, not a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I noticed that like these guys that I follow online, they go to like Tennessee and Georgia, and they stay out of a lot of the blue states, but the red states seem to be super friendly to like, they'll beat these guys up, get these guys to admit what they did, charge those guys, and then not even charge them with assault for attacking those guys. It's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta... The sheriff...
The one that live streams them, called Pet Patrol.
You'd be surprised at what a sheriff will do in the right district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but doesn't it usually come down to them pressing charges against you, though? So, like, if they don't want to because they don't want more paperwork.
It depends on the level that the assault rises to. Like, if it's a misdemeanor, just plead guilty. What the hell are they gonna do? Yeah. They'll stick you with a fine and slap you on the wrists.
Certain misdemeanors though can ruin you, like domestic violence. If you get charged with that and plead guilty, you can never have a gun. Because you can't pass the NICS background check.
But that depends on the degree, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to tell you, like a misdemeanor class A or class 1 in certain districts and states. Yeah, that's gonna have some issues because there's aggravating factors. But if you're like a class C or a class 3, you're not gonna have anything. Like, I mean, they're not even gonna look at you twice. because those kind of things,
simple assault.
it's just
well,
no, it's verbal.
Dustin,
it's verbal like disturbance.
Dustin, these guys usually will be like, okay, if you agree to let us both slap you 3 times, and they slap them hard, but they get them to agree on camera that it's okay, and then they do it, and then they're like, don't let us catch you doing this again, even though they still turn everything over to the cops afterwards.
I mean, look, if you have a formal agreement with somebody, the only thing that could come back on you right there is if you coerced it, right? Legally speaking, if you like intimidated him into agreeing, then that's still assault.
Yeah.
There's no getting around that.
They're even actually kind of nice about it because they'll make sure they go out on the grass instead of standing on concrete and stuff. So they make sure if they get knocked out, they won't fall and hit their head and stuff. But they'll slap them so hard they knock them out.
You ever see the one though where the guy rolls up? There's one where the guy goes to leave and they like slash all his tires like while he's getting into the car.
That one guy that pops
windows.
People's tires, that is so hilarious. Yeah. He breaks their windows and pops their tires.
He tells them.
Yeah. They deserve it, man. If they're messing with little kids, they deserve it.
I mean, you know, it's just one of those things like. The only thing that can really come back on you is if they press charges. There is a scenario where the state will pick up charges, but I mean, if they can't get you in to testify on your own behalf, there's not much that the state can actually do because even still, the state holds the burden of proof. And me, the very first thing I'm doing is I'm pressing for my arraignment, my preliminary trial, and my right to speedy trial. Fuck you guys. If you're not ready, that's not my fault. You don't have the information. You shouldn't have arrested me. Right? Yeah. And guess what ends up happening 90% of the time? They drop the charges.
You should teach a
some
class
people
to
are dumb
criminals
too,
about
where
how
they'll
to
like
get away with crime. And
some people would be dumb enough to call the police on us if we did that. Because look how many times you see like drug addicts will call the police and say they got shorted or something. Or they got sold bad drugs. I just seen one the other day. It was a woman. She's like, a guy who said he got sold bad meth. So he took it to the police station and they tested it and it was real meth. And then they just like immediately arrested him.
Well, I mean, yeah, you turned in the evidence. Like,
no. But it's like some people are dumb enough, like even though they committed a crime, to just call the police and be like, this person fucked me over somehow.
I mean, originally that's what the police were for. Like, you know, you're dealing with people. You're dealing with people who are not like in reality. You know. Yeah, but I mean, technically,
they may be breaking the law, but they still want their stuff back.
I mean, like, not all the brain is damaged. There's still functioning parts in there. Like, you know,
like, I drove across the country to meet up with a 12-year-old girl, but this guy assaulted me. And call. No, I'm saying that's what they'll say. They'll be like, I drove across the like really far, and it was a trap, and this guy like kicked my ass. You know.
Like, yeah, who's going to go back and tell anyone that? You're going to be like, I don't know, I went on a trip and I fell down the stairs.
I don't know, because you may get, like, I could see, like, 3 things that we'd have to worry about, and it'd be, like, drug addicts. well, I guess, too, like, drug addicts and mentally ill people. Because what if it's a guy who shows up with, like, Down syndrome? Do you really want to like kick his ass?
What are you gonna do then? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be like, listen, dude, you need to stay off the internet. You're gonna get in a lot of trouble.
I'd be calling his parents. Like,
Clay, there was one where they confronted a guy in a Target, and the guy pulled out a gun and tried to shoot them, and they wrestled the gun away from him, but one of them got shot in the leg. They fled the scene. They took the gun from him and ran away, and they had the gun. He chased them, and he's like, I just want my gun back, man. And they kept running from him. And finally, like, he gave up, and they like dumped it in a garbage can somewhere, and then the guy
I would have
reported
resold
them to
it.
the police. Yeah, the guy that they took the gun from reported it, and they had a warrant out for their arrest. But then they came back, and they were like, they had video of everything that happened, and then the guy's like, I don't want to press charges.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's ultimately what ends up happening, right? Like,
Yeah.
and if the
So
state,
if we do this, we like avoid California, Washington, Oregon, Illinois, and Michigan. You got to avoid those states.
Apparently, Ohio's the best for it.
well, you don't avoid Washington. You just don't record what you do to them.
Yeah.
You got to avoid like the super liberal areas.
Well, I mean, as
But
long
they
as they
call
don't
them
have
maps nowadays. They're like, this is a map, like a minor attracted person.
That's
it's
so
like
they can
insane.
designate them as a class.
Yeah.
I know.
The term map is disgusting that's even a thing that people will agree to say.
I know.
When you get a population of people above a certain percentile, they're going to start, like, pushing back. It's just...
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
With all the people that have been victimized when they're younger, like, I'm surprised more people don't, like, get a list, because they're obviously
Why do you think they do it while they're children? Because that is the age of forgiveness.
People don't grow up after they were children and it happened to them and say, I'm going to get a list of these people because it's public information, and I'm going to go door to door and take them out.
There was a movie. There was a movie I watched called The Snowtown Murders, and it was pretty good. And it was like, it's based on a true story. It's these guys in Australia who were molested as kids, and they went around like it's like serial killers and killed like all the pedophiles from their past, and then like new ones, like people that were charged with it.
The Boondocks from Down Under.
Yeah. It was a pretty wild movie because they got children involved and made like young children, like 12 years old, kill other children that were like molesting them that were slightly older, like 14, 15 and stuff.
Well, that's messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if you went through that and you decide you're gonna try to take some kind of vengeance later, but to like push other people into it's wrong.
Yeah, but the children that the dudes got to do it were like the victims.
Yeah, I know,
and the
but
accuser was
they're
the person
already
they killed,
victims, and now they're being pressured by adults to take vengeance, and maybe they're not ready for that.
It like replayed, so it was like a movie, but it's based on the events. And it was like they basically called like the 12-year-old boy over, and the 16-year-old boy was like hog-tied, and they beat the shit out of him, and they got him to like stab him in the neck or something.
But Badger.
I'm teasing my dog.
Are you there?
What?
Has Sandman come back?
Did Sandy
Dustin's
come back?
Gone. No, don't come back.
So what happened that you were talking about with him and Dustin like yesterday?
Dustin just starts screaming at people. I mean, what?
You should clip what you keep talking about, Gangster, and send it to me privately, and then
you should make a best of Dustin screaming at people.
Yeah.
That'll be about 10 hours.
Right?
Dustin and Bruce.
You can make it into a 10-hour metal song. Use AI to make Dustin screaming at people into metal songs.
Dustin and Bruce, though, both of them, I've actually had like pretty in-depth conversations with that were pretty cool. You know, it's just sometimes they be screaming and acting crazy.
My phone's probably gonna die in a minute, so if I drop off, I'll be back later.
Okay.
I admire that Dustin will just outright admit he's a scumbag. Like,
very G.G. Allen-ish, like punk rocker-ish.
He's very, yeah, he's very upfront about who he is. Like, you have to respect that. Like, people will be talking about stuff, and he's like, "You guys don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to crime wrong." He's like, "I know. I crime all the time, and I don't even get in trouble."
Imagine how good of a weapon he would be to, like, anytime there's a stream you want to ruin, just be like, Dustin, join it.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? We could pay.
I had a
that
guy
could be
like
a way
that.
for Dustin to make an extra living. Like, we could just pay him to crash streams we don't like.
Dude, I had a buddy who was he's a Finnish guy, and I met him in Asia, but he's in this group called the Sons of Odin or the Brotherhood of Odin or something, and he's like an actual real Nazi. And I was getting him to join people's streams, and he's just like screaming about how he wants to kill Muslims and stuff. It's so fucking.
What?
It's such a good weapon to like ruin somebody's stream.
I was just teasing him. He's having fun. He's having fun. It's fun. He likes being teased. He likes it.
They're all back. I missed you all. Hi, Sandman. Are you there, Sandman?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, he's gone.
Did you just wait for Sandy to come back and then hop back in?
Hi, Tim.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Sorry, man.
The level of cowardice Sandman is producing right now is, I mean,
he's just trying to protect his energy, Dustin.
Right, that's what he's doing.
We had a moment earlier where Gigi was talking about somebody, and he's like, I banned him from my stream because he's a convicted pedophile. And then, like, 30 minutes later, the dude randomly joined. It's just, like, awkward as hell.
What are we talking about?
I don't really know his name.
Satan's Taten?
Yeah.
Satan's Taten? Yeah, he's not, like, I haven't seen actual conviction, right? Like, I was kind of hoping you would be able to dig it up, right? Because I've been looking, I can't find.
I've never seen the thing.
Right,
Someone
I can't
me the
find
mugshot that was shared on the stream, and then I could look it up.
I can't find the court case. Like, I've seen the mugshot.
If you see the mugshot and you see the name, all you have to look up is the sex offender registry, because surely if you did something like that, you'd be on there.
We do have all that, but what we don't have is a way to prove that Smokey Satan is the same person. Right? That's where he's got us. That's where he's got us.
That could just be like a totally random person.
It could be. That is a possibility. I don't know. I can't tell you, all right? But I'll tell you one thing.
That's a good troll you could do. If you want to ruin these people that never ever came up, just look up like a local charge that's really heinous and be like, this is them. If it wasn't them, they would cam up and prove it.
But like, I don't know for sure.
That's devious.
I can't find.
That's a way to like ruin somebody unless they came up and prove it, and then you can be like, I got you to cam up.
Like, the only thing that you can do is cross-reference the address, right? That's the only thing that's going to link everything together is previous addresses, right? Because you can't do it through social security number, and names are kind of funky, but addresses tell everything.
Hey, Trey, have you tried to figure out who Sandy is?
What?
Have you tried to figure out who Sandy is?
Sandman?
Yeah.
No. No.
Could you do it off of
I kind of regret. I was like, that's something. He's probably watching. I was like talking shit about him on Terry's stream one day. And I regret doing that. Because he's never actually done anything bad to me.
No, he hasn't. I wish he would cam up. That's all. He's
Dude,
not
everything, every cell
he's
in my
chill.
body.
He's just like mysterious.
No, he's not. He's not mysterious.
Well, he's mysterious in a weird way because it's like if you're self-employed and all this, like, what do you have to lose? Like, I'm self-employed and I have SS AI photos of myself on YouTube.
You know what? It's because he is a cross-dresser! Motherfucker, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you people! I don't know why nobody listens to me! I'm trying to tell you,
he's like, this is why I didn't want you guys to see me, and it's like a black guy.
No, he's the cross-dresser! He's a fucking cross-dresser! I'm trying to tell you people!
Like, put the lotion in the basket?
Yes!
I was telling Gangster Ghost about this earlier when he's like talking about people, and I was trying to explain that, like, when you see people that you're talking to and talking with, they see you, it adds like an extra level of like an extra level of knowing, you know, who they are. I don't know how to explain it. Like, but it's more personal. Even though you can't be too personal online when you don't even know these people in real life. But it's like, people you've seen and talked to, you're always going to be like them better than people you've never even seen. You know what I'm saying?
Like Dustin, we've never seen what he looks like.
Dude, I've seen Dustin
cam up all the time. I'm cammed up.
I'm joking, Dustin.
I even show you
It's
guys
like it
my
adds
work.
it adds an extra level of like intimacy in a non-gay way, just like in a regular way, where you're like,
it allows you to place a name with a face, right?
Yeah.
And there's more familiarity, not intimacy. Like,
and there's
I
another
I don't
level
mind
though,
getting
because there's a
intimate
level
with
of
you,
it's
though,
like,
but
if this person is so fucking weird, they don't want to cam up. Like, what are they hiding? Like, they obviously don't trust me, so why should I trust them with anything?
it's because
You know?
I'm telling you, bro. Like, the dude does not work in real estate. He's probably a hooker. Okay, I'm telling you, every freaking cell in my body screams it. I'm trying to tell you people, like, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. Watch, one day you're gonna find out, and I'm not even gonna get credit for saying it. You guys are just gonna forget.
That's the thing, though. A lot of people want to like fabricate and like juice up what they do, which is weird, but I guess it's one of those things.
No, it's not weird. I mean, think about it. Every television show.
Well, it's weird in the context. Like, you're literally on a stream where like half the people openly admit they have autism. Like, who are you impressing? Because it's like you're trying to impress people who are essentially nobodies. Which I would like lump myself into that, you know. But it's like still like, what do you gain from impressing people that don't give a shit if you did work at McDonald's? Because if someone joined and they're like, I work at McDonald's, I don't think anyone in here would like think less of them. You know?
I used to work at McDonald's. I used to work 3 jobs.
It's America's favorite first job.
I mean, look, look, the thing about Sandman, right, is he doesn't want to tell, like, I don't even know how to say this.
But maybe it's just something simple, like, maybe it's nothing like that, and maybe it's just simple, like he's really uncomfortable with the way he looks or something.
That's why he wears dresses.
Maybe.
What do you mean?
Who knows? It's not even just Sandman, it's like so many people online. So many people have tried to be like my friends and shit, but then it's like, bro, it's weird, and they'll be like, talking about like possibly meeting up. Like, this is not in here, but like back in the old days when I was with Dan and all them, there was a few characters. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like meeting up with all of us if we meet up when you don't even show your face. You know, like you're not in this. Like, you know how weird that would be? Like, meeting with people from online is kind of weird already. But, like, if someone's going to be there who you've never even seen before, like, that'd be weird.
What do you mean? What do you mean people you've never even seen every single day of your life?
Well, no, I know. But I mean, like, to have, like, because, like, so this is, like, something. We were planning on doing, it's called the Bourbon Tour. And we were, me, Dan Newman, and, like, 4 other people were going to meet up in Kentucky and go to a bunch of distilleries and, like, tour them. And there was one guy who was going to go who's, like, never ever cammed up, doesn't have any of us on social media and stuff. And I'm like, that's just fucking weird. That guy's not going to show up. And if he does, it'll be weird. Like, none of us even know that person. But we've all, like, talked to each other for, like, years.
Right?
Seen each other.
If you can't slap your balls in a plate full of cocaine with a bunch of guys, then you're probably not going to want to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Or, like, even, like social media. Like, let's say you're going to meet someone from YouTube. If you hit them on Facebook, and it's their legitimate Facebook where they have family and friends, like, at least you know, like, you both have an understanding, like, obviously I'm not going to get fucking murdered because, like, my wife or loved ones will know who I'm meeting with and, like, where to find them.
You have a serious prerequisite issue. Why does everything gotta... It absolutely is. You have to know everything about somebody before you meet them? I mean, that's borderline, like, agoraphobia, bro. Like, why don't you just lock yourself in your house?
Because meeting a new person is completely different than, like, a premeditated, like, vacation where you're both meeting up somewhere. And you never know.
Now you're making it sound like a date, bro. Like, I'm confused.
Well, it kind of is. It's like a non-gay date. Because you're, like, meeting up to be like, hey, we're going to, like, meet up somewhere cool and make videos together and stuff.
I mean, like...
Dustin, Clay likes to find out who you are, where you live, where your parents live, where they live.
No, I don't. You just...
I mean, like I'm trying to tell...
He
There's nothing to find out.
grew up right where I grew up. So I, like, know that location. Gangster.
Oh my gosh, you probably use condoms and everything, Clay. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Dear God, why did you go that route? I was gonna leave that alone. I guess
he doesn't trust anyone.
No, he's like agoraphobe, Clay.
I'm agreeing with Dustin, yeah.
Agoraphobe.
Maybe.
Sometimes you just have to raw dog friendship, you know?
It's like, how can you talk to someone if you don't know who their, like, immediate family is?
Sharing the disease, Clay.
Clay, I really don't want to, like, factor in every adjacent person in someone's life to whether or not I'm going to talk to them.
No, I know. I was being sarcastic there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like, Clay. I don't know. It's hard to tell with you.
Like, I don't
well, it's different. There's a difference between knowing someone.
Hot. You know, Clay's like, your mom's not very hot, so I don't want to be your friend.
Did you burn the Quran yet?
Oh, since I'm a Nazi, I want to, like, make sure there's no Jewish people in their lineage.
Oh my gosh, that is not why. You're not a Nazi. Shut up.
I know.
Sorry.
Hold on, everybody. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Clay's scared of everyone. I know that laugh. What's your real name? Not your real name, I mean.
I know where Wildheart lives because he sent me his address to send him a Quran.
He does, actually, yeah. The Quran is right here, by the way. Yeah.
Burn it!
No, I'm
burn it! No. Burn it!
Didn't you say it's all in
I want
Arabic?
to watch you burn it!
No, we
burn that motherfucker! Catch it on fire!
He's drawing in it and doing origami.
I don't care if he draws. I want to see it burn. I want to see him burn it.
Well,
I want to see a group of Muslims kick his front door in and cut his fucking head off. That's what I want to see.
What he's gonna do? He told me he's gonna.
Shit out of what?
do origami with every page, and then when it's completely, he's gonna drop.
Origami with every page. What's he gonna make? A Muhammad with an extremely long nose? You gonna make a Jewish Muhammad?
Wow.
A Muhammad? You're gonna make a Muhammad?
Wow, you have a late night and you never stop talking. Wow.
Yeah, but go fuck yourself. I don't like you.
You're a 9 cunt. Sorry,
I hadn't gathered that.
No, what I'm gonna do by the last page, I'm gonna make Muhammad on a wing.
You're not gonna burn though. You don't have a hair on your nut if you don't catch that on fire.
I just told you I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know, because you're a pussy.
Well, he drew it. Because look how many. Remember when there was Draw Muhammad Day? Yeah, there was Draw Muhammad Day in 2010 because everyone said if Trey Parker depicts Muhammad in South Park, they're gonna kill him. Well, not everybody, but all the Muslims said that.
Can I just say this is the first page of the Quran? It was blank. So I draw Muhammad in a bomb jacket. Muhammad the PDF. I think Aisha was her name. You know, the 9-year-old kid that he married.
I love that he's wearing a TNT turban.
That looks more like a Chinese man wearing a barrel.
Because I'm doing origami with it. That's why I made him Chinese, you stupid mother sucker. Yeah.
Who was like 7 or something?
Yeah, I think she was 9 when he married her, and then 12 when he consummated the marriage. I think she was.
No, actually, he was 7 when he married her, and got with her when she was 9.
Yeah, I think so. But I think she was called Aisha. I could be wrong about that. And the lines are like her running away, but presumably her parents would have brought her back to Muhammad and charged
so
him 50 shekels, to have sex with her, as was the custom at the time. So I'm not afraid of Muslims, basically.
No, you're not burning the thing.
You're not scared of them. You should go to a mosque, and whenever they chant something, just yell out "wrong."
I could do, I mean, I don't want to die.
That's okay. I want you to die enough for the both of us.
Shut up, Dustin.
Are you right, Clyde?
Did you just say you want me to die for both of us?
Yes, sir. I did.
He wants you to die enough for the both of you.
Can you explain?
No, I'm not going to explain it. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you don't understand, that's your dumbass fault.
You want me to die for both of us? That's not.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I don't care. I stand by what I said.
Yeah.
Hey, Wildheart, are you Jewish?
No. I actually tried to get circumcised for medical reasons, but it didn't pan out.
Did you do it yourself with a penknife?
No, not with a sharp and stone either, or with a Jewish rabbi's teeth. Yeah. I'm not
Son of a bitch. I just left my keys.
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering if you're Jewish, because you kind of look like you could be like a Jewish leprechaun or something.
A Jewish leprechaun?
Yeah.
An English Jewish leprechaun. Why, Jess? Why would you do that?
These are from Israel. And English people are from England, so an English Jewish leprechaun.
Nice.
I wish I was. Honestly, I want to be now. An English Jewish leprechaun.
I want to see him shoot a rainbow out of his ass. That's what I want to see.
I heard
only if a pot of gold pops up.
What was that, GG?
Irish were the last.
Oh, I don't like that my name says sis. That's dumb. It's going to trigger someone.
This whole thing is a trigger. What are you talking about?
When you thought it couldn't get any worse, it does.
I don't even know how to change it. Do I have to log out to change it?
Yeah, log out and never come back.
You don't have to. I can change it for you.
Log out and never come back.
Well, you keep trying to log out and never come back.
No, I don't.
Just like in life in general, I mean.
No.
Yeah, I agree there. Rehab is a bitch.
I can change your name for you.
Yeah.
What would you like me to change?
Online gang.
You're wrong, but that's fine.
For us in Wildheart is we should call ourselves Thirst.
The Millennial Crusaders.
Yeah.
Oh no, JTB. Actually, what name do you normally go by? I know you're annoying laugh and you're annoying over talking and interrupting and you're annoying personality. But I can't put a name to the annoying fucking voice. Sorry, Gigi. Sorry for saying. What is your name normally? I know you're very, very annoying.
I don't know who you're talking to.
I have no idea who he's talking to or about right now.
JLG. He's changed his name 3 times. I know the annoying laugh, the annoying voice, the constantly talking, the interrupted. It's just been enormous.
Interrupting? What do you mean interrupting?
I mean, you're gonna have to be more specific there, Lionheart.
JLG.
What do you mean? What do you mean interrupting?
I can't be
What do you mean?
Saying
Who's interrupting? No one's interrupting anyone.
We don't really care what you have to say, Lionheart, so it's not really considered interrupting.
Okay, hold on,
So
buddies.
who are you talking to?
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
Wildheart. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, JLG.
Who's interrupting you? Who?
You're almost.
I'm sorry. What was that? You said somebody was interrupting you. Who was that?
It was JLG, and he's almost. Funny.
I'm sorry, buddy. You said something about being interrupted. What was? I can't quite hear.
I mean, you're almost. Funny.
I don't know. Like you said something about being interrupted.
I know you're interrupting me because of.
Oh, I can't.
You know, yeah, it is really annoying to be interrupted. I think that like being a degenerate's annoying too, though. So.
Just don't make me like you, man.
I know it is. It's that baseball.
I like you a little bit, Dustin.
Wait, mate. Shush. Wait, baseball janitor. What's he called?
The digital janitor.
The maintenance. The maintenance. You mean
the umpire?
No, the guy who cleans
the ball boy.
Ball boy. Yeah.
No, well, I don't do the balls. I don't handle.
Are you
the balls.
into Wildheart? Are you into ball boys?
Yeah, baseball janitor. What's your name? Honestly, it's annoying me.
What's annoying you?
Now I want to be a maintenance man even harder because it annoys you. I want a maintenance man even harder.
That's the laugh. The guy who scrapes dirt for a living. You know, like that's a good thing.
Okay. I think you're really confused because you're complaining about me, but you're talking about Dustin. Dustin has like the demented monkey laugh.
All right, sorry, Dustin.
Yeah.
Some people would qualify it as a chihuahua.
No, sorry, I apologize. Jewish leprechaun gang, I apologize. I meant Dustin as well.
I mean, I'm basically your fan club here, man. I named myself after your Jewish leprechaun self. I don't know why you're throwing shade at me.
No, I apologize. I was completely wrong. I apologize, Jewish leprechaun gang. Justin, but with him.
Jewish leprechaun guy. Jewish leprechaun. English Jewish leprechaun.
I did hear they said that Irish were the lost tribe of Israel.
Oh, Black Hebrew Israelite Jewish leprechaun gang. Changing it into that Black Hebrew Israelite. White Black